The 4-hour work week for realtors. Is such a thing possible? Stick around and we'll talk about it today. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Marty. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. So, a 4-hour work week for real estate agents. It sounds like it's too good to be true. Am I right? I mean, most realtors pride themselves on working 60 hours plus a week, and I was no different. For many years, the goal for me was to make over $1 million in GCI, and I would stop at nothing to achieve it. I would work 60, 70 hours a week, and when people would ask me how my week was going, I wore it as a badge of pride and say, I am so busy you wouldn't believe, right? So when we talk about working 4 hours a week as a real estate agent, it's very counterintuitive. There is a lot of realtors that are probably shaking their head right now and saying that's impossible. And granted, you're probably right. Working less than 4 hours is probably impossible as a realtor. But it doesn't mean that we can't look at the principles that are explained in this book by Tim Ferris's, The 4-Hour Work Week, and improve our work-life balance in the real estate industry. I think of two rules when I think of the 4-hour work week. Tim does a very good job of explaining these, and I recommend that you pick up the book for yourself and read it, but I'll give it a go. He talks about two principles, the Paretos Principle and Parkinson's Law. So what is the Paretos Principle? So the Pareto Law is also known by the 80-20 rule. So that means that 20% of all your efforts will lead to 80% of your results, meaning that 80% of your actions will lead to 20% of your results. So I spent a lot of time in real estate offices. I've seen agents work, 40 hours a week, get into the office early, not go home before 5. And unfortunately, I saw a lot of those agents either talking with other realtors, taking too much time on their Facebook or their Instagram, not doing any productive activity. Those agents were successful, yes, but I do believe like they were wasting a lot of time. And I was one of them for sure. So a useful exercise that I found to identify what 20% of my actions are the most conducive to my results is a little exercise I learned from Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect. So he recommends that every 15 minutes you set a timer and you write down what you've done over that past 15 minutes. It's a very annoying exercise, but trust me, it works. So one day for every 15 minutes, have a timer go off and then catalog the things that you worked on. At the end of the day, look at the list of things that you were doing, working on, or maybe wasting time on, and really look at what was productive, what was maybe meaningless. You didn't really achieve anything by doing that. And try to narrow down the things that led to that day's success. I'll guarantee you that you'll find a majority of the items that you worked on probably did not help you progress towards your goal, right? So that's called the 80-20 rule. You want to eliminate the stuff that's not working out for you, and you want to work on the things that are working for you. There's already been tons of work done on the personal development / real estate side of this for us to know what activities are productive. And I've got them here. I've learned these on the Bold course given by Keller Williams, another brokerage. These are very important tasks. And I believe that if you work on these 5 tasks, you'll be able to have that 20% of actions that lead to 80% of your results. Those 5 actions are your lead generation, your lead follow-up, going on your appointments, negotiating your contracts, and working on your skills. Just like you're doing right now, you're listening to some training for real estate agents. You're not on your Facebook scrolling mindlessly, right? So you're working on your skills. Good job. So I think that if you can look at your week and you can schedule those in, and it doesn't need to be a 40-hour work week. You can get a very productive week going just by working on these 5 activities. Installing a lockbox, it can be delegated. You can ask somebody else to do that. Taking photos on a listing, do you really need to go to the appointment with the photographer? Installing a sign, there's lots of companies that can do that for you, right? So you might choose to hang on to some of those activities, but eventually they could all be replaced, and they don't need a licensed realtor to be there for all those activities that I listed. So if we talk about the time on task, there's another law that Tim talks about in this book. It's called the Parkinson's Law. And this law essentially says that all work will expand to the time that it is given, right? If I say to you today, I'm going to submit an offer, I'm a buyer of yours, and I'm speaking to you as my realtor, and I say, I need to submit an offer on a property tomorrow afternoon. And we're 24 hours away. Then you've got 24 hours to work on that offer that you need to prepare for me. You'll get it done, but you might screw around, open up the document, take a call from a friend, start writing emails, then go back to the offer, work on it a bit more. You'll take the 24-hour most likely to get it ready. But if I told you, I'm your buyer, you're my realtor, I say, I need to submit an offer on this place within the next 30 minutes, guaranteed you're going to get it done. Just like that. You're going to get that offer ready in no time. So that's the point I'm trying to make, that all work will expand to the time that you allow for it. And these activities here of lead generation, lead follow-up, going on your appointments, negotiating your contracts, and working on your skills, they all can benefit from us applying the Parkinson's Law to them. So how many houses do you want to sell this week? Well, ideally, you'd like to sell 1 house, let's say, right? How much lead generation is that going to take? Well, a good 2 hours, let's say. So let's schedule that in. Let's get that in your calendar. And let's say you choose to work on a Wednesday morning for 2 hours to generate some new leads. Well, then spend that time on your lead generation. Don't do a bit here and a bit there and, whenever you feel like it, because let's be honest, most realtors out there, there's never going to be a time that strikes you as feeling like it, or feeling like doing cold calling or door knocking, or setting up the correct advertisements for your online lead generation. And that's another thing you can look at. If you're brand new in the industry, I get it, you can't really do this, but if you've been selling real estate for a year or more, you can look at your past results. And let's say you've done 20 deals in the last year. And then you look, well, where did I find this client? Oh, I found this client through Facebook advertisement. I found this client through Facebook advertisement. Oh, I found this. This is my cousin that actually bought a house through me. And then the next one is Facebook advertisement. Okay, you see where I'm going with this, is the majority of your clients will come from 1, 2, or 3 sources. So, okay, we saw that was a referral from family. We saw you got some Facebook advertisement deals going on. Why would you be wasting time on other activities other than the most productive ones, right? And I used Facebook advertisement because I know a lot of people do that. It's not really my strong suit. I'm more of a repeat and referral business that I run. That's more my style. But not everybody's the same. So look at your past results. Look where you found your clients and see if there's any pattern there, and focus on those activities. So there you have it. Those are the 2 lessons that I learned from the 4-hour work week. I know a lot of realtors probably are shaking their head saying, oh, there's no way we can even get close to that. I agree with you, but you don't need to work 60, 70 hours a week. That's going to do nobody any good, right? And you could really benefit from learning these models and applying them to your business. All right. So as always, if you find this content useful, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel for more of these videos coming every single week. And also, if you have any topics in the real estate industry that you would like me to cover, or you want me to tackle a specific subject, don't be shy to leave a comment down below. And if you've read the 4-Hour Workweek, share with me some of the lessons that you learned as a real estate agent from that book. All right, guys. So I will see you next week. Ciao.